The cool kid.
We can die later.
So you left Wednesday.
Came
And
back,
then you came back
Saturday
Saturday.
morning to see the massacre.
The massacre?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Go ahead, man. Gloat.
So the big game, the game was this Saturday. And you know I had to wear my jersey, dog. You know what I'm saying? Still got some of that winning spirit left on it, so I figured I'd wear it too. Bro, why you hating?
You know why I'm hating?
Why you hating?
Because I'm pissed off. That's why I'm hating.
As you should be.
Fucking mad as shit.
As you should be.
I am fucking pissed the fuck off.
You should be.
I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Why is it that teams like Purdue or Iowa or, Michigan State, why? UAB gave these niggas a game a few years ago. Like, why? What the fuck is it? At this point, it's mental. There's a mental role. It's not the coaches, because now this is 3 straight coaching staffs in a row, starting with Rich Rod.
Yes.
That haven't been able to beat Ohio. Well, Brady Hoke got him once. That was the last time we beat him.
Yes.
But it's not the coaching staff. It's not the players. We're still sending multitudes of players to the NFL. Maurice Hurst, Jordan Lewis, Jabril Peppers, who else? Fucking Chase Winovich, Rashawn Gary, Karan Higdon, like name after name after name. Running back.
I know who he is. Who's he playing for?
I don't know. I don't watch the NFL.
Oh. Well, you didn't see who he got drafted by?
Nope.
Oh. Fair enough. Okay, so
not the coaches, not the players. Fans still love you. We still show up for the games and scream our fucking heads off and get excited for this fucking
they
slaughter.
Definitely showed up for this game
every fucking year. It's not the fan base.
But let me ask you this.
What the fuck it is.
So just remind me, because maybe I just don't have the best memory.
Mm-hmm.
Rich Rod and Brady Hoke.
Right.
What were they doing outside of the Ohio State game, which I know is the biggest thing for Michigan, because it's the biggest thing for us.
Well,
but what were they doing outside of that?
Rich Rod was a disaster. I remember that. That was an experiment. They said, hey, well, we've always gone with Michigan men. Let's try to you know what? Honestly, I feel like that was a point where Michigan doubled down on their whole 3 yards in a cloud of dust identity. Because they said, hey, let's try to get a jump on things. Let's modernize before the rest of the Big Ten does. So they hired a spread guy like Rich Rod, and it was a fucking disaster. Mm-hmm. And so in that probably was the worst thing to happen for us, because it validated in their mind, we can't do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to become that. We're going to be who we've always been, and that's, again, 3 yards in a cloud of dust type football.
Sure.
So he was a disaster. And then here comes Brady Hoke with the same players that Rich Rod was recruiting for a spread type offense, and he put into a pro style. So he had a little bit of success, right? First season, 10-win season, won a BCS bowl game in the last year of the BCS. Mm-hmm. Beat Ohio State. Seemed like he was on the rise. He lost more games every single year after that year. Next year, I think it was 3 losses. The next year after that, it was 4. I think on his last year, we were 7-6. Mm-hmm. So that's why he had to go. Progressively worse.
Okay.
So here comes Harbaugh, right? First couple years of Harbaugh, we're winning still 10-win seasons. Last year was our first year with less than 10 wins, which we ended up with 9. Mm-hmm. This year we'll probably end up with 9 again. But yeah, winning every game except for the ones that he has to, right? Not beating Penn State, not beating Michigan State. Then he starts beating them. Mm-hmm. Like I seen a stat they were shooting on the ticker on Saturday. He's lost 5 to Ohio State.
Yes.
He hasn't lost more than 2 to any other team that he's played in his tenure there.
So that might bring me to my next question, which I was going to ask.
40-7-17, and 5 out of those 17 are to the same fucking team.
Well, let me ask you this first as well. What's Jim Harbaugh's bowl record? Do you know?
Overall or at Michigan?
At Michigan.
Ooh, let's see. So we beat Florida the first year. Next year we lost to South Carolina, lost to Florida State, lost to Florida. So 1-3, 1-4.
Okay, so John Cooper was 111-43 as his record as a Ohio State coach.
Mm-hmm.
So did pretty well for Ohio State. But his record against Michigan was 2-10 and a tie. Mm-hmm. Is Jim Harbaugh your John Cooper?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Did we not talk about this? I felt like I invoked John Cooper's name. Probably jinxed the fucks out of this game. Yeah.
You did. But I can't remember if you said that specifically. But
and he's only going to be our John Cooper because we keep giving him so many opportunities. Oh my fucking God. How we haven't just bit the bullet and fired this man yet. And it's nothing personal. He's a damn good coach. 47-17 is going to get you a top-notch job anywhere in the country.
Sure.
Anywhere in the country. You can't win the game that we need you to win, period. Mm-hmm. So much hinges on that fucking game because if we don't beat them, if we don't win that one, we don't do anything else that we want to do because it's not just beat Ohio State. It's also win a Big Ten title, try to play in the college football playoff. If you don't beat Ohio State, you can't do any one of those things. Mm-hmm. Because it was somebody's genius fucking idea to put Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, and Michigan State all in the same fucking side of the Big Ten.
Right.
The 4 best Big Ten teams all in the same fucking side, all in the East.
Yeah. Well, I think that just has to do with geography.
Screw that.
Kind of.
Fuck geography. The SEC has their shit balanced. They got LSU and Bama on one side. They got Georgia and Florida on the other side.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 best teams in the SEC. And you know why they're always talking about having 2 teams in the college football playoff? Because they don't beat each other in the regular season.
Sure. That's true. 1
or 2 may play each other, and the rest of them get to save their seasons playing fucking Furman in November.
Yeah, that's true.
But oh no, Big Ten, we're tough. So we're going to make everybody beat each other up. And so now we're left with the 4 best teams in our conference, 3 of which will never have a chance to advance or play in the championship game or get to the playoffs because you have to be the absolute best to make it out of the Big Ten. You can be second best, maybe even third best out of the SEC. You have to be the best.
Yeah.
There's no secret. Ohio State owns the Big Ten. They own Michigan. They own them.
Ooh.
They own them
I
mentally.
Agree, but
they own them mentally. Again, it's not the fucking athletes. We have athletes. It's not the coaching. We have coaches. We paid this man Nick Saban money to bring us what he wants. It's not any of that. It's a mental thing at this point. It is totally. They cannot get over the hump mentally to beat this team. And until they do, they won't do anything else that they want to do.
I want to talk about Nick Saban really quickly in a second.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did a really bang-up job at containing Chase Young. So I do want to at least...
Bang-up job?
Bang-up job.
He didn't have a sack all game.
That's what I mean. You did a really good job at it.
Oh, you said a bang-up job.
Bang-up job.
No, it's crazy though because that was my thinking, right? Last week when we talked to him, I'm like, we got to do something with Chase Young. We have to do something with Chase Young.
Great job at...
And all of a sudden, this nigga does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Even Urban Meyer said during halftime, like, they don't feel Chase Young at all.
That's true.
We were down 12. I mean, it's like look at the game. Okay, so I believe it was third quarter. We cut it down to 2 possessions. We have a little bit of momentum going. We get a fucking stop.
Mm-hmm.
We get a stop, right? 4th and 4. They jump all sides. Chris Partridge, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you in a punt block in between the 40s when we need to get the fucking ball back? Why do you have 10 men on the goddamn line to scrimmage anyways? Damn the fact that Glasgow and Khalid Cousin jumped off sides. Screw that. Because they never should have been in that position at all in the first place. Especially if you're not rushing it anyways. Why are you faking a rush at the fucking 40? First down Ohio State. They throw a bomb the next play. Touchdown 2 plays later.
Yeah.
What else craziness happened? Fucking busted coverage in the first half to Olave. They were getting nothing through the air. They were getting nothing. They weren't giving a fucking thing. Justin Fields had no rhythm. He wasn't getting out of the pocket. The only thing that they were leaning on was J.K. Dobbins, which you couldn't stop all game.
I was also going to bring up the fact that you did say you wanted us to run the ball.
Yeah.
And then we
Which
did
was
that.
fine until you start giving up 40-yard bombs, too.
Yeah.
Now, when you're stopping Fields from throwing the ball and you keeping a roof on Olave and the, I don't remember what Five's name is, the young guy.
KJ? Was it KJ? Or was it Benjamin Victor?
Victor. Right? When you're keeping a roof on him and you're forcing him to run the ball down the field every time, then fine. Because at that point, we were scoring. They didn't seem intimidated. But mistake after mistake after mistake, penalty after penalty after fucking penalty. There were a lot of missed calls in that fucking game, too. I ain't gonna say shit about any of them because Michigan had their opportunities to overcome that shit, and they didn't take advantage of it.
For sure. There were definitely points that you guys just really fucked it up.
Like, what the fuck? Of all games, all year, all fucking year.
Stay solid. And
holy shit. Side note, I don't know why y'all hyped up number 1, your fucking corner. He's ass.
Jeff Okudah definitely made some plays.
Jeff Okudah is fucking ass.
Okudah definitely made some plays.
He laid on Nico Collins all fucking game and they wouldn't throw a flag. He's butt. I won't say anything about any other Ohio State player that we played on Saturday. He is fucking trash.
Jeff Okudah definitely made some plays.
He's trash. He's fucking garbage.
Hey.
He doesn't have the speed to stay with any of the receivers, so he grabs. He's trash.
He's also on the winning side.
Everyone else, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Jeff Okudah is butt.
Anyway, so Auburn also beat Alabama.
I saw that. I didn't care, though.
Didn't care.
Wisconsin beat Minnesota. Didn't give a fuck.
Yes. Well, that one, yeah. I figured Auburn beating Alabama was a bigger story.
Well, probably means we're going to play Alabama in a goddamn bowl game.
Ooh. Sure you want that?
No, I don't. Okay. I want no parts of it. I don't want it at all.
Fair enough.
So we're going to follow up a loss to Ohio State with a fucking flamer from Nick Saban because he's going to be pissed that he's not in the college football playoff.
Big piss. He was pissed. He's always pissed. Let's just be honest.
Oh my god.
Well, I can tell you're
NBA.
also pissed. So,
NBA Melo back.
Bro, Melo is big.
Is hooping.
Melo had what, 25 points last game
against I think he had 25 against the Bulls.
Yes.
Fucking hooping, man.
Melo is big hooping, and I
was disappointed they lost to the Cavs, but I mean he's been hooping for real.
Yes. You know who else has been hooping?
Who was that?
Your boy Luka.
Luka Doncic.
Your boy Luka.
Luka stopped our winning streak. God damn it.
Yeah, but if anybody was gonna do it,
it wouldn't be fucking Luka.
Should be Luka.
No.
The boy is out here triple doubling every other game. You know what I'm saying? 40 points on niggas like it's nothing.
All right, now don't give him too much hype. No, but he has looked good. The Mavs have looked good as a team.
They have.
They look pretty damn good. Lakers still sitting at the top of the West. You know what I'm saying? Shit, 17-3, light work. You feel me? Through the first third of the season. You feel me? First quarter of the season, excuse me.
You know, Clippers, they just, you know what I mean? They
fuck a Clipper. What the fuck is a Clipper? What the fuck is a Clipper?
You know what a Clipper is.
First of all, I think they've already lost 5 games. Second of all, they were supposed to be this historically great defensive team. Who the best defensive team in the NBA?
Hey, but look, bro.
Who is the best defensive team in the NBA?
The Clippers just saving it for the playoffs, bro.
I'll give you a hint. They play in LA. Who is the best defensive team in the NBA?
Clippers just saving it for the
end. The motherfucking Lakers are the best defensive team in the goddamn NBA.
PG been out, Kawhi been, low management.
You know what's crazy? We probably got the MVP and the defensive player of the year on our team.
Who's the DP? The defensive player?
Anthony Davis.
Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe.
Shit, wow, bro.
But
we're gonna be number one in the West.
Could be the MVP
with the goddamn defensive player of the year.
Luka
and MVP. No, Luka's not
Giannis.
MVP. Giannis maybe. Giannis maybe.
James Harden.
No.
Ooh, I know you've been seeing James.
You know
Harden
what? They probably would fuck around and give James Harden another MVP.
I know you've been seeing James Harden hooping though.
I haven't watched a Rockets game since since they played L.A.
I know you've been seeing this man put up 60 on the Hawks like it's nothing. 8 assists, 16 for 24. I know you've seen this man hooping.
I cannot wait to get to the playoffs and watch them crumble. I cannot wait.
You hate them so much.
I can't wait because they've changed nothing.
No, it doesn't.
They've changed absolutely nothing. It's the same fucking team. Like, how many times you got to ram your head against the wall to say, okay, maybe I should try something different?
They did try something different. They got Russ.
Okay. But you're playing the same way though.
Oh, the exact same way.
It wasn't the players that made you not be able to get past Golden State. It's literally the way you play basketball. It'll only get you so far.
I mean, but it's cool though because Russell is getting all these rebounds and assists and points.
Well, okay, we'll see.
He not getting triple doubles no more, but
we'll see what happens when the game slows down and James has an off shooting night and then them niggas get blown the fuck out.
It's okay, bruh.
I pray
Russ gonna come through and get 25.
Get Houston in the playoffs. I hope we get Houston.
You might.
I hope we get Houston in the playoffs.
You might.
It's a damn bye round. A whole round bye.
Well, I don't think
we can start Alex Caruso.
I don't think the Rockets have anybody that would be able to compete with AD.
No.
Or Bron.
No.
So
I pray we get the Rockets.
So yeah, you would probably blow by them.
We're gonna start Alex Caruso, Quinn Cook, Jared Dudley, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Dwight Howard.
You're going to start them?
That's going to be our starting 5 against Houston.
I understand giving Bron and AD some rest in that series, but you're going to start them?
And if they make it interesting, maybe we'll tell Bron, hey, Bron, come on, man, play 4 quarter real quick.
I think the smarter thing would be to start them all 4 games and then sweep them. But,
Nah, bro. We just give them the round off.
That's just me.
Why not? Just give them the round off. We don't need them this round.
Well, because Russ and James Harden will absolutely destroy Caruso, Quinn Cook.
First of all, watch your mouth. Caruso is white Jesus. Second of all,
First of all, watch your mouth. Jason Williams is white Jesus.
Matter of fact, we may have not only the MVP, not only the defensive player of the year.
Actually, damn. Jason Williams, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, and Luka Doncic are all white Jesus. So
Alex Caruso is white Jesus.
Yikes. And Brian Scalabrine.
Alex Caruso is white Jesus. We might have the 6th man of the year too.
In
Dwight Howard.
Or most improved.
We just gonna be cleaning up on awards. And then if we end up with a number 1 record in the West, Frank Vogel gonna get coach of the year. We gonna clean up. When is the NBA awards? We are going to fucking clean up. And cap it all off with a Larry O.B.
Unless something bad is to happen.
Cap it all off with a Larry O.B.
We'll see, bro.
What it do, baby?
I'm going to have to throw that clip in there. Anyway, W's and L's. Let's get it.
So we just talked about my first dub. Lakers on top of the West, baby. Just finished up a 10-game winning streak. Sitting on top at 17-3. Ain't nobody touching us right now.
Yeah,
ain't nobody touching us right now. I'm leaning heavy on my Lakers right now because that's honestly my sports refuge for now. Well, them in Michigan basketball, but we'll get to that later.
You don't say because
shout out to
Ohio State basketball too.
Why would
number
we do that?
6 in the country?
I've never seen a more inflated rating.
Number 6.
I've never seen a more inflated
big
rating.
dub to Buckeye hoops.
Let me ask you something. Well, you know what? We'll get there. I ain't gonna rush it. We'll get there. But definitely big ups to LeBron and the Lakers. LeBron looking like an MVP, dog. Looking like a goddamn MVP.
I'm not
this is
going
just
to
making
deny
me
that.
seem like last year He just knew what was up. He came in. He didn't look like he looks this year physically. He looks like he's in better shape. He's moving better. I still say that he's lost his quick twitch because he doesn't have a crossover anymore. It's that old man spin. That should be working. I just be so confused. Like, man, how did y'all gonna let this nigga old man spin you to death? He put him in the spin cycle every single time, and it works.
It would only work for somebody like Bron anyway.
Man, it's slow and it look heavy, but it works.